Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Raynah Rey, and my guests are Artistic Director Kathleen Sitzer and Director Anna Maria Pileggi. So we're talking about this play, and let's dive in a little deeper into how a play about a guy and his Jewish professor is relevant to what's going on in our society today.
Well, as I said right before the break, that I feel of all the three incarnations of this story, that this in some ways is the most powerful because it's told live in the space with actors and an audience, right? And I think what became obvious to Mitch Albom in his interactions with his old professor is that how precious life is and how serendipitous it is on many levels, that but for him channel surfing one night, he wouldn't have even seen his old professor on Nightline. And then the fact that he went and visited him and really had conversations with him over the next several months that changed Mitch Albom's life. And so in the telling of the play, right, you have 120 people in the house, in the audience, bearing witness to that. And in that shared space, you're able to actually give people that message in real time, right? And in the shared space of the theater. So it's a very communal event. And I think it brings people together by its very nature, theater, which you're not going to get if you're reading the book by yourself or even seeing the film with a group of people. It's different because there's an exchange of energy happening from the storyteller to the audience, which I think is incredibly special.
I've seen the play, I've read the book, and I actually think it's one of those things that if you're fortunate enough to experience it, you come away changed.
Yes.
Why do you think that happens?
Because I think there's something, especially in seeing it live, where you're actually watching the exchange of energy between two human beings in the story, right? They're actors, yes, and they're in a play, but that exchange, that relationship is happening in the moment.
Right, and you know, I asked you how you think something like this is relevant in today's society. These are two people that you'll see when you go to see the play who maybe you would never imagine would ever have anything to do with each other outside of what they have to do. Go to class and learn from your professor.
Right.
But it turns into something much more, and it speaks to how you never know why someone crosses your path or how your life will be changed.
And just how potent the human connection is.
I was just going to say
people
that.
coming together.
It speaks to relationships and how they happen, and that is anywhere and any time. And this is not something specific to a Jewish audience.
Right.
It just so happens that these two characters are both Jewish.
Right.
And their bond first developed when Mitch was a student and Morrie a professor at Brandeis, a Jewish university. But that's most of the Jewishness in it, wouldn't you say?
I would say, yeah. I mean,
it's really about...
Yeah.
Well, and you know, we were discussing this a little bit off camera, but Mitch, the author of the book, that experience changed his life so much that to this day he's compelled to change other people's lives who are not Jewish and have nothing to do with the Jewish community. So I wanted to say all that, to say don't let the fact that it's at a Jewish community center or a play with two Jewish people stop you from going to see this. This is a play that will touch anybody and transform any culture,
Well, especially if
race.
you've read the book. People all over who have read the book, they're not affected by the fact that it's two Jewish men.
Right. You
It's
don't know
what it
that.
has
You don't
to
even
say.
know that when you're watching the play.
It's what it has to say,
Right.
and what it has to say is all about living life,
Right.
and experiencing life, and being a part of life.
Right.
Well, and I think there are many lenses through which you can see it. You can see it as a teacher and a student. You can see it as an older person and a younger person.
Right.
Do you know, there are a lot of different points of entry into the play.
Right. Well, I want people to go see it. When is it again and where?
October 4th through 22nd at the Jewish Community Center, the New Jewish Theater, Wool Studio Theater.
Okay. Well, thank you ladies for being
Thank
here.
you.
Tuesdays with Morrie is showing October the 4th, like she said, through the 22nd at 2 Millstone Campus Drive. For ticket information, call 314-442-3283 or visit newjewishtheater.org. There's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.